Time.
Tech check, contestant number 6.
Can you hear me now?
Greg Mathis. Hi, I'm Greg. Hi, I'm Greg. Greg Mathis.
Hi, I'm Greg. It's my first day of school, first grade. I finally graduated kindergarten. And guess what? It only took me 2 tries. Madam Contest Master, fellow kindergarten graduates. I remember walking into school that day. Written above the door it said, Northwest Elementary Stars. I was going to be a star! And I was excited to be there, and I wanted to introduce myself to everybody that I saw. My mom took me into the office, and I saw the office lady. I said, hey, I'm Greg, I go here now. My mom pulled me out, I'll see you tomorrow. My mom said, we gotta keep going. We were walking down the hallway. I saw the janitor, I said, hey, I'm Greg. This is my new backpack. My mom pulled me again. Finally, we made it to the class. I look in the room, and I see kids my age. Actually, they're a year younger because of the kindergarten incident. But it's okay. I know they're all going to be my best friend. So I dust myself off, get my A-game material, and I start introducing myself. Hi, I'm Greg. We're going to be best friends. Robot Greg. Howdy, I'm Greg. We're going to be best friends. Hey, how you doing? We're going to be... My mom pulled me out of the class, into the hallway, got right in front of me and said, what is the matter with you today? Why are you acting this way? I looked up and I said, I'm not acting anyway. I'm just being myself. She says, well, you're embarrassing me and you're making a fool out of yourself. And I just agreed with her. And she took me to the door and she says, look, they're all laughing at you. And up until that moment, this was the best day of my life. But as soon as she said that, I got filled with shame. I hung my head in embarrassment. I took off my backpack and threw it down. My school dreams were ruined. I sat down and I thought to myself, I need to learn how to act because I don't want to get laughed at. So I decided to just act like the kids, put on my first grade mask, and just copy what the other kids did. And I did that, but I must not have done it very well because a few years down the road I found myself in a class called SLD, which stood for Slow Learning Disability. And I got to share the class with kids that wore helmets because they banged their heads against the wall, some that drooled, and one kid that ate only green crayons. Which is why none of my pictures have the grass colored in. 15 to 20% of the world's population is neurodivergent. Neurodivergent is the term used to describe someone whose brain processes information differently than that of a typical person. Neurodivergent encompasses a list of diagnoses that include ADHD, autism spectrum disorder, dyslexia, and many more that I can't pronounce. A list of famous people that would be considered neurodivergent today would include Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, Emily Dickinson, Alexander Graham Bell. There's actually a lot of people on this list, and every one of them have contributed to society positively because their brain processes information differently. They perceive life from a different perspective. I'm not saying that neurodivergent is better than neurotypical. I'm saying that it takes both brain processing styles to affect positive change. It's a group effort. It's a collective effort. And you may have someone in your life that perceives life differently, processes information differently, and they learn at an early age it's not okay to be different. So they suppress their individuality. They learn to put on a mask. But if given the opportunity, I know they would love to express their gold nuggets of ideas, gems of information that they've been hiding. Do you have a cell phone? Good. Do you have a cell phone? Most of us have cell phones in this room. I know one that does not have a cell phone. But did you know, before there were cell phones, there was the landline. And before there was the landline, there was the telegraph. Beep, 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 beep. And before there was the telegraph, there was the homing pigeon. And before there was the homing pigeon, there was yelling. And the effectiveness of yelling was dictated by how loud one could yell and how well one could hear. And at some point, somebody yelled, "This is stupid! There has to be a better way!" That person was probably neurodivergent. And it turns out there was a better way because we have cell phones. If I could go back in time as this version of myself, I'd go back to that day, to that shame-filled, scared kid, and I'd sit next to him and I'd say, "Hey, there's nothing the matter with you. Keep your chin up. I think you're amazing. And actually, I think you have a superpower." And he might perk up a little bit. "Superpower?" I say, "Yeah, you're able to walk into a room filled with scared kids and frustrated adults, and you're able to make that entire room laugh. You, my friend, are a superhero. Give me a high five." Superhero. Yeah. I am a superhero. Hi, I'm great.
We have 1 minute of silence, please.